And good afternoon. Welcome to the second game here of the Budke Serna Thanksgiving Classic, as we are set to have Paris Junior College and LSU Eunice go at it here. And underway just moments ago. Glad to have you along here on the Cardinal Sports Network for this one this afternoon. I'm Tim Howard, along with Martin joining us this afternoon. And right off the bat, it's an attack to the basket, but nothing doing here for the Lady Dragons. Quickly up the floor come the Bengals. They'll set it up top of the key with Esmeralda. Esmeralda off to Silvas. Now driving the basket up and under. It's good. Count the basket for Carball. Esmeralda Carball with the basket. Pass down low in the paint. Shot on the way won't go. The offensive putback is knocked away and out of bounds off of the Bengals.
All right, set this up here for you real fast. LSU Eunice, they come in here today 1-9 on the season. Jamal Samuels, their head coach in his first season. Brittany Christian, head coach of the Paris Lady Dragons, brings them in here today at 2-5.
Right side baseline shot rims out. No good there for Jones. So Myra Jones coming up empty. Foul out front before the shot, I believe. It's going to be called on number 12, which is Allison Reese. Checking into the ball game, Maddie Walters. Walters coming on for Reese. She'll sit down. LSU Eunice with the first basket here this afternoon, leading 2-0. Down in the paint, driving, shot no good. Out of bounds off of Paris. Actually, yeah, so the Bengals will keep possession here. Out top. Working around to Lede. Lede goes right side. And a shot clock violation. They do not get a shot away. A lot of dribbling on that possession. Pass underneath and a nice look across the lane there. The basket is good for Newhouse, the sophomore. Ties it up 2 apiece here. Early moments of the contest. Down low, the pass is knocked away. And then steps called.
Well, an interesting start for this one here because for the second year in a row, and I give Brittany Christian a hard time over here at the Paris head coach. They've been involved in a delay for the second year in a row here at the Budke Serna Classic. Lights went out when they were playing last year. Here today, LSU Eunice a little late in arriving. They must have took the long route to get to Athens. And so they're a little late in arriving. Had very short time to warm up for this one. But we are underway, a little behind, but we're off and rolling, and we're knotted at 2 apiece.
Yeah, they hit the parking lot. Now, I think they officially got 8 minutes to go. They were gracious in that. It was a 1 o'clock start time, and they rolled on to campus, I think, at 1:22 or so. See if they can do the unthinkable this afternoon. That is a nice block in the paint. Turns and burns down the floor. Coming right side and knocked out of bounds. Nice defense there from Lede.
One block deserves another here.
Yeah.
In a 2-2 ball game, again, LSU Eunice. I want so badly to call them the Bengals, but I'm not sure that they go by that. Since they got here kind of just before game time, I didn't get a chance to talk to their head coach, Jamal Samuels.
We shall try to confirm that here. Into the paint, shot on the way. Won't go. Back down the floor, here come Bengals. Driving left side baseline, hangs, shoots, missed it underneath.
games for Paris, another one of the Region 14 teams, as they play out of Region 14, of course, out of Paris, one of the regional teams against Trinity Valley and Prinola that we saw earlier, and some of the other teams. LSU Eunice, they are a Division I team out of Region 23, of course, out of Eunice, Louisiana. They are here for a long weekend, as they've got a lot of basketball to play. We'll talk more about that here in just a few minutes. Here's Newhouse, and now a shot from way outside for Paris, no good. The underneath rebound for House is up and good. She has all 4 of Paris's points. So here's LSU Eunice coming back down the floor. Nice bounce pass goes down low to Carvajal. Carvajal trying to find somebody to throw it to, finally does. But down the baseline, it's going to be a charging foul on Destiny Brown. So Brown is going to pick up the foul, a charge. And for Brown, that is going to be her second foul. 4-2 is our score, still early in this contest here. We have 6:21 to go in the first quarter. Paris with the basketball. Bryce Harvey-Carr has it out front, gives it off to Maddie Walters. And Walters, cross-court pass here on the right corner. And the shot is up and good for 3 for Ree Summers. So Summers gets a three-pointer, and it is a 7-2 Paris lead.
Dragons coming back with a nice little run there of their own. 7-2.
How many buttons are you messing with over there?
I was going to say, I'm just trying to make it hard on everybody in the control room back there. Go, what is he doing? 5:49 to go, first quarter of play here. Paris up to that good start. How tough is it? You know, you've been on a bus. You get off, you stretch 5 minutes, and now you're trying to run the floor. Can't be easy.
Yeah, it's got to be tough. And here you are, you're 1-9.
Ugh.
So you're off to a bad start for the season anyway, and then this happens.
You look over on that far side, you see it looks like Joy is getting that right leg taped. She's got a camera angle over there, so she's probably going to be joining the squad here in a little bit, but that's not the start that you envision.
Yeah.
Down 1-9 to start the season, and now up to a 7-2 deficit. Free throw on the way. It's good. Count the basket for Esmeralda. So 7-4 after going 2 for 2 at the stripe. Reach foul there right in front of us. So the call will be on number 2, Mary Leday. It's her first foul of the afternoon. Pulls up from the the left side of the court, going to her right, but shooting blanks. There's a 3 on the way. Not there. Pulled down. Here come the Lady Dragons. Looking to run. It was cut off there by Leday. Directing traffic. Trying to get some swing motion there. No skip past top of the key and going down low in the paint. Kick out for 3 on the way from the left side. Not there. So Paris holding on to a 3-point lead here with 4:42 to go in the first period of play here. Thanks for joining us. It's a beautiful afternoon in Athens, Texas here at the Budke Serna Thanksgiving Classic. Glad to have you joining in, as there's going to be a total of 10 games over the next 2 days. The first one ended about 1 o'clock this afternoon, about 12:45 actually in the first game. And Panola got the W there. Now a steps violation here.
A hard-fought W, I would guess.
It was quite a comeback for them, actually.
Yeah, Cedar Valley had a 10-point lead first quarter. Panola is able to come back and find a way to win the thing. And I guess winning ugly, it
Still
all
a
counts in
W
the
on the
win
book,
column.
right? Still a W on the in the win column, and they'll take it. And you know, we kind of, as we got a break in the action here, we sometimes can forget about what a game like that can do for you. Sometimes you learn more in a losing effort or in an ugly win than you do in a win, and maybe that'll be the case today.
Yeah, I think from a Panola standpoint, it'll probably help them out greatly, knowing that you can play about as bad as you can possibly play and still find a way to come back and win against a quality opponent like Cedar Valley. And then for Cedar Valley, on the other hand, wow, how do you let that one get away?
That's frustrating. Because if you missed that one, it was all Cedar Valley. The Suns came out in the early going, and man, Panola didn't. They were about a dismal 1 of 11 at one point on free throws, and then they were able to turn it around in the second half and come away with a W. So congrats to them.
Yeah,
and Coach.
Here in this ball game here, you got Paris coming in here again, 2-5 on the season. They average right at 68 points a ball game. LSU Eunice, they are 1-9 on their season. First-year head coach Jamel Samuels, and they average 58 points a game.
So they're off to the races here, as this pass is going to be too hot to handle on that baseline and goes out of bounds. So stuck on the 7-4 score here with 4:05 to go in the first quarter. Working around the left side of the perimeter here. It's going to be passed off. Carr gives way and now passed down low in the paint to Newhouse. And taking it to the rack is Ree Summers, the sophomore out of Denison. 9-4 and a turnover coming here. We really haven't talked about, we've talked about the records and that they got here late, but they don't have a real deep bench today. Talking about LSU.
Not. My roster shows quite a number of players for the LSU Eunice Bengals, but not too many of them apparently made the trip for this weekend, which is a long weekend of basketball.
Yeah, so they're definitely playing with a short stack here this week. There's a shot from the outside, count it. It's 11-4. Now here's some full court pressure coming from the Lady Dragons. That was about to be a steal there, but Walters wasn't able to control the steps, and the Bengals will make them pay with a bucket.
Silva's nice fake of a pass and then took the shot herself.
Pass off down low and can't deliver underneath. Quickly up top is Carr. The Bengals, indeed, as thank you for that help from the production room. Bengals trying to get it over the timeline, and it's up and cut into that 8-point deficit that they're looking at here. Going left, now goes with the right hand off the glass. It's good. That's just too easy there. The Dragons coach Christian gonna talk a little bit to her players, and we'll have that chance after three substitutions.
It's early. She'll talk a lot before this game is over.
Yeah, indeed. So substitutions coming in like, that's too easy. We cannot give them an uncontested shot at the basket like that. Down low, pass is nice and good. And that'll make it 16-8. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. So Paris leading LSU Eunice. We'll step away, come back with more after this on the Cardinals Sports Network.
No one ever said you need to be sick to get better. That's why at Baylor Scott & White, we're innovating how people get well and stay that way. Where prevention might just be the prescription.
Way to work.
Teaching is on the treatment plan. And everyone is always on the same team. Yours. Baylor Scott & White Health, changing healthcare for the better.
And welcome back. It is 16-8 lead for Paris over LSU Eunice. Good start for the Lady Dragons here, Mark.
Yeah, no doubt. Here in game 2 of our 10 games in 2 days here at the Budke Serna Classic here at Trinity Valley Community College. Did I get? I appreciate the lunch that we had. Thanks to our crew for supplying lunch. Did I get all the mustard off my face?
I wasn't going to say anything.
The last thing I want to do is do a televised game, a video game with mustard on my face.
I kept wondering why you were doing that to me. Thank you for taking the heat on that, because it was on me, the mustard on the left cheek. Hey, back to action here, and boy, Eunice is battling here. They got an offensive board now, right baseline shot not there. Good defense underneath from the Lady Dragons. Swatting it away. Not to be outdone, though. It's a bucket from the right side for number. Oh, sorry. I got my.
Dela Simon.
Thank you. I got my 14 rosters twisted there in the break, but nicely done. Entry level pass. Well, that was a good look. Couldn't handle it underneath. The left shot is up and good. Count that for Z Bryant, the freshman from Dallas. Measures her steps, drives to the basket, scores.
Well, for Silva's 6 points in the ball game for her.
Yeah, she's off to a good start here with half of the points on the board. On the right side. Working around the perimeter. Now coming in from the top block, but not there. The rebound, the putback is good. Couple of cracks at it. And Jones gets the bucket.
One thing about it, Paris, they always recruit well. Brittany Christian has very athletic teams.
Absolutely. They are able to cover 94 feet pretty well. A lot of athleticism on the floor. Driving to the basket, up and good. Count that one for Mary Leday. Day with her 4th point of the afternoon. Right at the end of the buzzer, count the basket for number 12. That's Reese. So Allison Reese makes it an 8-point advantage for the Lady Dragons. Paris over LSU Eunice, 22-14 at the end of one. We'll step away. We come back with more from the Budke Serna Classic right here on the Cardinals Sports Network.
Morning, Yelly.
Hey, Dr. Adams.
Well, you already beat cancer.
I did.
You've beaten the odds again.
I'm pregnant.
Congratulations.
I'm pregnant.
Everything's looking really good.
It's only getting better.
There's nothing quite like coming together over a fresh-cooked meal. Face to face, burger to burger, solving the world's problems over fries. There's also nothing like solving the problems right in front of you, like baseball practice, swim team, and getting your family's meals just like they like it, all with a few taps on your phone. Yeah, good thing there's more than one way to solve the world's problems. Good thing there's Whataburger.
And good afternoon from Athens, Texas, on the campus of Trinity Valley Community College. Glad to have you joining us here for Game 2 of the Budke Serna Thanksgiving Classic. This tournament represents all that's right with the world. Two awesome people that left us way too soon. And glad to carry on their memory and the spirit of excellence that they so well showed while they were with us. There's a shot on the way on the left side. Count the basket. That is a nice touch from number 13, Dela Simon on the bucket.
Got 7 points in the ball game for Simon, and it's 22-17. LSU Eunice just kind of hanging around.
Yeah, again, doing all this with getting off the bus, getting on the floor, and lacing them up. So 5-point contest here. Off the glass, count that one. It's good for Hope Burks. Hope out of Terrell, Texas. Puts that one off and in. Good strong take to the basket. Drawing the foul is Bryn Hardy. So Reese will pick up her second foul of the afternoon. She'll be relieved on the floor by number 10, Maddie Walters. Walters checks back into the contest. Free throw on the way. It is good.
Hardy, 75% free throw shooter, only averages less than 2 points a game. And she has her 2 right here.
Put them in the book. Because we saw that earlier game today. Sometimes those averages can be a little misleading, can't they?
Especially early in the season like
this.
this.
Absolutely. Good look underneath. Kick out. Shot on the way. Well, go. Quickly down the floor comes LSU Eunice. 3 on the way. Short. Pulled down and taken by Z Bryant. Three from the left wing. Not there. Rebound. Hardy. Hardy over to Silvas. Silvas bringing it up the floor. Kick out for 3 on the way. It's good. Count the basket. Carson Dean. Back to a 2-point contest. It's a good bounce back here for the Bengals. Drawing a charge down in the paint that time. That's Hardy. Will pull up. Stop the pursuit.
Z Bryant picking up the foul. That is her first. I think much like that first game earlier, this has got to be very confusing and very nerve-wracking on these coaches.
Yeah, couldn't agree more with you here. As you look around, it's like, man, what do we had an opportunity and didn't take advantage. Baseline. Shot on the way, rattles out. Put back won't go, but drawing the foul and going back to the free throw line is going to be Hardy. Chance to add to her point total.
Yeah, another foul on Hope Burks. That's her second. But yeah, here you are. You're early. I mean, yes, early in the season. But Paris, just really good athletes. LSU Eunice 1-9. Just got off the bus and came on the floor and started playing.
That's amazing.
LSU Eunice should not even be close in this game, and it's a 1-point game.
I'm looking down on that bench. Now they have 3 players on the bench. That's 2 more than we thought they were going to have beforehand. Some were still getting taped or knee extra knee and all of that. I'm sure they're all taped, but just it's unfathomable.
Tied for the second time at 24.
You look at that and just scratch your head. Free throws coming here, though, after the foul in the paint. So going to the stripe will be number 24, Maya Jones. She's a sophomore out of Seattle, Washington at the stripe. Chance to break the tie here with first free throw and gets the roll off the glass and good. Her 5th point on the afternoon. Can't get the second to go. So a chance for the Bengals to take the lead here. Hardy going to draw a foul going to the basket. So a foul on the floor. It's on number 24, number 24, Maya Jones. Kick out, 3 on the way. Rattles out, won't go. And over the back call here on number 22.
Riley Bergeron.
Bergeron on the foul there. Was trying to second guess myself. I thought it was at 32 at first, but it's 22. You have Riley on the over the back. So Bergeron, couldn't handle the pass, and it's swiped away. And just like that, swiped away on the other side. Driving in the paint, pass off, well executed, and count the basket. Back to a 3-point advantage for the Lady Dragons.
Maddie Walters with a nice pass there from Newhouse.
And a whistle away from the ball. That's going to be a foul on number 13, Dayla Simon. It'll be her first foul of the contest.
Well, been just enough fouls in this game, but that kind of disrupts the flow as well. It's hard to get a flow sometimes in these games, and then when you start getting fouls called on you, that really disrupts it.
Yeah, so as you get a chance to look around the floor here, you look up and, man, it's a 3-point game, foul, 3-point game, back and forth at the stripe. Chance to tie it with a 3 here. LSU Eunice coming in, struggling early, 1-9 on the year. Knocked away, good hands out top by Jones, and now she'll be the benefactor. Gets the pass in the paint and finishes. Up to a 5-point lead here.
Good steal, good fast break opportunity for Paris. Again, the athleticism showing itself.
Was about 90% down, popped out at the last second there on the 3. And she's got a piece of that underneath, but the putback is good by Jones. So we're just like that, up to a 7-point advantage.
And for LSU Eunice, they have shown that they have no problem taking the outside shots.
That one will not go. So
And
one and done.
that probably has a lot to do with the 1-9 season.
Yeah.
You get behind and you start taking outside shots, and they're not falling for you.
Yeah, well, it can get ugly real quick with that too. But coming back on the other end, it's a charge drawn by Dayla Simon. So Dayla stepping in and taking that one.
Reese Summers picking up her first foul of the game.
So up the floor, here comes Esmeralda Carbon. Stolen away. In the paint, up with the left hand, and it is good. Count the basket for Maddie Walters. Maddie, a freshman from Paris, Texas, playing at Paris College. 3, using all of the rim for that one. Gets it to fall. They needed that in a big way. Back to a 6-point contest. Knocked away. Here come the Bengals, but could not control the pass, and that's so knocked away by Paris. No, last touched by the Bengals.
Here we have 4:19 to go here in this first quarter, and again for the second game in a row. Well, the second quarter. I was going to say this second game in a row. That first quarter just lasted forever.
Yeah, that first quarter, you were exactly right. It was a long one. This second, this one kind of had the feel of it in between games because we were looking around for a minute, but word had gotten here that there would be a delay in the start of this one. So a little behind track. So if you're anticipating a 3 o'clock start on the next contest between.
So what do you say? We're behind for the rest of the day?
Yeah. For the next 2 days. No, I'm just kidding. But that's going to be an interesting one. South Plains and the defending champion, Northwest Florida State, going to be playing. Scheduled for 3, probably more like 3:30. But that is going to be, we've talked about this tournament. There's so many good teams represented here.
Yeah, you're looking at Northwest Florida State, again, number 1 in the nation, defending national champs. South Plains, certainly no slouch out of West Texas. 3 Rivers, they're coming in here as turn my page here and tell you that they are ranked number 11 in the nation. And then, of course, Trinity Valley at number 13.
Yeah, there's some good playing going to be happening on the floor here on the campus of TVCC. Back to action here. LSU Eunice needs a stop in the to really keep things going their way. As they made a nice run here. That's the last touch by the Bengals. Thought for a second they were going to have a chance to cut into that lead, but last touch by the purple. And drawing a foul in the paint. She's done that a couple of times already. And that is going to be great footwork there from Simon.
Yeah, Simon draws the charging foul. And again, for Paris, sometimes a team that is more athletic than their opponent, that can kind of draw you into a trap.
Indeed. So 3:45 mark of this first half. Shot on the way, won't go. Controlled by the Dragons.
Ziggy Dozier in the ball game for the first time now for Paris.
Oh, off the foot and now picked up. Here is an opportunity, 3-on-1. And she turned it over. Got caught in between indecisiveness and decisiveness.
What do I do? Do I take this shot? Do I pass to a teammate? And ended up doing neither one.
So that's a huge, huge moment there in that game. That could have put them within 3, but they, or 4 with a layup, but I'm impressed, though, with the fight of the Bengals here. It'll be interesting to see how they hold up stamina-wise down the stretch.
Yeah.
They've been battling.
And eventually you would think Paris, with their athleticism, would take over and kind of stretch it out. Thought they were going to there a minute ago. But they're making just enough little errors and mistakes that Eunice is hanging in there.
They are battling for sure. 2:45 to go. There's a foul underneath. Got her on the head. Simon will pick up her second foul.
Just looking here at LSU Eunice again at 1-9. That one was a victory over Colin out of Mississippi. They won that one 79-58, but their last game out was a 116-86 loss at Angelina before they made their way here. Paris, on the other hand, in at 2-5. Ziggy Dozier hits a free throw. Eastern Oklahoma State got the better of Paris 77-71 in their last outing.
That's underneath. It's a quick pass out on the arc for 3. Not there.
2:20 to go here in this first half. And a shot no good there for Paris. LSU Eunice back down the floor, and Paris with a steal. Bud getting the ball and putting up a shot. Tiara Silvas for LSU Eunice. 1:55 to go here in this first half. 34-29, Paris leads it. Paris, Dozier, bounce pass down along the baseline, and a short-range jump shot up and good for Ree Summers. 7 points in the ballgame now for Summers. Here's LSU Eunice. They'll put up the shot from way outside. In and out, no good for Mary Leday. 1:24 to go here in this first half. 36-29 our score. It's game 2 of the Budke Serna Classic here at Trinity Valley. Paris passing the ball around the perimeter, trying to get a pass into the lane, ends up going out of bounds. And official there on the spot says out of bounds off of Paris. It'll be LSU Eunice basketball. And coming up on halftime of this game, our third game of the day, defending national champs, Northwest Florida State taking on South Plains. That ought to be a really good one. Then we're looking at Angelina and Three Rivers, Hill, and Trinity Valley in the final game today. Allison Reese picks up a foul for Paris. That is going to be her third. And it'll put LSU Eunice at the free throw line to shoot. And the first shot is up and good. It's one thing about this whole televised thing that helps me out. When I get that front shot of who's shooting the free throws.
Those graphics guys do a great job, don't they? I mean, they
Well,
were,
so many of the young ladies, they wear the hair in the
braids.
ponytail,
Yeah.
and it hangs down past the number, and you can't see who's shooting the free throw.
you get that front shot of the number. That's
Yeah.
a great shot. Won't go. Cleared away. Last touched by the Bengals. So Lady Dragons keep possession. Final 37 seconds. Big point in this game. I mean, is you get a basket here. It's really kind of stretching things. I mean, that six-point number's a lot different than 9. And here's a 3 on the way. It won't go. Another opportunity. Put back on the reverse layup. Not there. A third opportunity, and they do cash in. So it's now 38-30. Carvajal finds the entry level. Back to her, and it's good on the layup. That was a good give and go there.
No doubt. Very nice.
Last seconds of the first quarter, stolen away, or first half rather. And double dribble with 0.3 left. I was waiting for her to let it go. She realized, I'm going to save it. No need. It's I just took a couple of dribbles.
Time for a shot here.
Does get it off. Ooh. Oh, they waved it off. They waved it off before 0.3. That's
I could have sworn that ball was in the air before the buzzer went off, but
let's see. There, we'll talk it over here. 38-32 as
we're not offering up a replay
go.
or anything.
No,
Okay.
we go into the break here. But first half, good, exciting first half here as you look over. Both teams putting a lot of effort and energy on the defensive side of things, and it's a good one as we get ready for the third quarter here. Your thoughts on it?
In all honesty, just looking at the two teams and the athleticism of Paris. I mean, I look at Nakia Newhouse, the post player for Paris.
Yeah.
Her point total should be whatever she wants it to
What
be.
do you want today, New?
And so if I'm Brittany Christian, I'm not real thrilled with a 6-point lead here at halftime. On the other hand, if I'm Jamal Samuels for LSU Eunice, I'm thrilled to death. You got off the bus, you came right on the floor and started playing, and you're trailing 38-32, and
You got it.
So
you got a ball game third quarter or third period when we come back. So it'll be interesting to see how they attack it from here. And we hope you'll stick around for it. We're going to take a break and come back with more after this. It's the Budke Serna Thanksgiving Classic here on the Cardinals Sports Network.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich. You'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Cowboy Headquarters is your one-stop shop destination in Athens. 80,000 square feet of awesome sitting on 25 acres with top brands for all your farm and ranch needs, including Preferred, Tartar, Steel, SMA, Bluebonnet, Equibrand, Trent Ward Saddlery, Professional's Choice. We have a Texas-size store with a Texas-size selection. Cowboy Headquarters just south of the Loop on Highway 19 in Athens. Cowboy Headquarters is a destination you don't want to miss. Shop online now at cowboyhq.com.
Finding success in life is a journey. Whatever road you're on, take the next step at Trinity Valley Community College. Whether you want to get new job skills, work toward a degree, or just take classes for fun, TVCC can design a plan just for you. As an Aspen Prize Top 150 U.S. Community College, TVCC in Athens, Kaufman, Palestine, and Terrell delivers a quality, affordable education, and financial aid is available. Visit us at tvcc.edu.
To the clear. He passes it straight.
That was amazing.
Oh my God!
CC immediately was having dominant control here.
I was a runner. I was up to running 3 miles a day every morning. When I was diagnosed with lung cancer, I was shocked because I'm not a smoker. Baylor, Scott, and White, the facility, the staff, everyone has been so amazing. I love the fact that I can breathe.
When I first heard that I had cancer, I was referred to Baylor, Scott, and White immediately. It was really important for me to be able to get my chemotherapy and everything here because I wanted to be close to my friends, my family. They were so confident and made me feel at ease and supported me. I felt like I was their only patient, and I knew they had several people that they were dealing with, but I was the most important person.
I had like a week of headaches. Throughout that week, I went to my local hospital. They referred me to Baylor, Scott, and White. They gave me an MRI. The tumor that was inside of my head was cancer. Baylor, Scott, and White has given me this new technology that helps decrease the growth rate of my cancer cells. The doctor I have right now, he's just amazing. It's a great feeling to know the guy who's taking care of me actually really cares about me.
Baylor, Scott, and White Health, changing cancer care for life.
Long before the craving hit you, when nothing else would do but Texas barbecue, we were way ahead of you. Dickey's Barbecue Pit satisfies your craving, delivered where you want it, when you want it. Order online or use our app. Dickey's delivers.
Our offense was dominating this year. Fast, powerful, virtually unstoppable. In fact, the only slow member of the team was me. When I was sidelined with ankle pain, it put the whole season at risk. So, just like when my players need the best care, I turned to a proven provider. Now, I'm back in the game.
Get the care you need at physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital or visit tsjh.org to find a specialist today.
Cowboy Headquarters is your one-stop shop destination in Athens. 80,000 square feet of awesome sitting on 25 acres with top brands for all your farm and ranch needs, including Preferred, Tartar, Steel, SMA, Bluebonnet, Equibrand, Trent Ward Saddlery, Professional's Choice. We have a Texas-size store with a Texas-size selection. Cowboy Headquarters just south of the Loop on Highway 19 in Athens. Cowboy Headquarters is a destination you don't want to miss. Shop online now at cowboyhq.com.
No one ever said you need to be sick to get better. That's why at Baylor Scott & White, we're innovating how people get well and stay that way. Where prevention might just be the prescription.
Way to work.
Teaching is on the treatment plan. And everyone is always on the same team. Yours. Baylor Scott & White Health, changing healthcare for the better.
Somebody Good try, Michelle. To the clear. He passes it straight.
That was amazing.
Oh my God!
CC immediately was having dominant control here.
Morning, Yali.
Hey, Dr. Adams.
Well, you already beat cancer.
I did.
You've beaten the odds again.
I'm pregnant.
Congratulations.
I'm pregnant.
Everything's looking really good.
It's only getting better.
There's nothing quite like coming together over a fresh cooked meal. Face to face, burger to burger, solving the world's problems over fries. There's also nothing like solving the problems right in front of you, like baseball practice, swim team, and getting your family's meals just like they like it, all with a few taps on your phone. Yeah, good thing there's more than one way to solve the world's problems. Good thing there's Whataburger.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Finding success in life is a journey.
Inside historic Cardinal Gymnasium, what a beautiful afternoon it is here in Athens, Texas, and even better when you got basketball in the mix. Isn't that right, Mark?
Absolutely, and it's game 2 of the 10 this weekend of the Budke Serna Classic here at Trinity Valley. And in our second game here at the half, it is Paris leading at 38-32. Quick check of scoring in the first half. As let's see here, a new house for Paris. Makia has 6 points in the first half. 1 for Ziggy Dozier, couple for Hope Burks, 3 for Bryce Harvey Carr, 6 for Maddie Walters, 2 for Allison Reese, 7 for Reese Summers, 9 in the first half for Maya Jones. For LSU Eunice, Bengals being led by Mary Leday and Tierra Silvas, both with 8 points apiece. De La Simon has 7-4 for Bryn Hardy and 5 for Esmeralda Carbajal. Tied a couple of times in the first half at 2 and at 24. Other than that, Paris has had the lead. They just can't get a very big lead.
Yeah, not a lot of separation between these two teams. One thing I just noticed again here, Eunice comes basically out on the floor. They got here and said, hey, it worked well enough in the first half. We're not going to take a lot of time at halftime. We'll get on the floor and go, and that's what they do here in the third. We're back to action.
Warm-up is overrated.
Apparently so, as they get the ball to start the third here. Glad to have you joining us on the Cardinal Sports Network as the shot's on the way won't go. It's pulled down and cleared by number 24. That's Jones. Maya is working around the top of the perimeter. They'll swing it around this time to Walters. Her shot won't go. Cleared out by the Bengals, and that's Jack into, Brown, Destiny Brown. So back to the floor, up and down the floor. It's going to be a 4-point ball game here as the Lady Dragons are trying to go baseline and a foul underneath. So this is going to be on number 11, which, if you're wondering, that'll be Silva's first foul of the afternoon.
Yep.
Tierra Silvas, sophomore from Pearl River, Louisiana. And here's a steal on the inbound. It's going to be Leday up the floor. Bryn Hardy and the pass underneath. We got a 2-point ball game here. And Coach Christian
Brown
just
got the shot.
Arms folded, looks down, looks back up. Am I seeing what I'm seeing here? I had a nice entry level, but swatted away at the last second. And they got a chance to tie it up here. Bengals with possession. Down by 2, going to the basket. Giving way to Brown. Brown is going to go underneath the basket with a bounce pass, and that would have tied it, but Hardy's shot will not fall. Driving to the basket, had an opportunity to have an and one, but the ball falls just short, so she'll go to the free throw line. 2 free throws coming here for number 24, Maya Jones.
Silvas pick up her second foul. Jones, well, no free throws.
No, my bad. I thought they called that an act of shooting. It was before the shot. So the shot at the just inside the free throw line goes wide left. Pass underneath the shot and can't get it to fall. Lady Dragons will clear it. That's Newhouse with the rebound. 7:45 mark here in the third. Here Makia Newhouse calling for the ball. Last name House, New is kind of the nickname that she goes by. Get the ball up the floor. Still a chance to tie it here. Nice dish underneath. Going strong in the basket. Ball's out front. She's going to try and track it down. Cannot get there. Boy, it goes hard into the...
I think I would have held a...
Yeah. Boy, I love the heart and hustle. But, man, that one going to leave a mark. Tough kiddo. Hops back up.
Cameraman is thrilled that she decided to go to the other side of the backstop there.
I would not want to be in their shoes, boy. They're like sitting ducks down there. Stolen away. Here she comes. House with the left hand. It's good. And then the little touch foul. That'll give her a 3-point play opportunity after Carson Dean fouled her up top.
Well, again, House has got the height advantage, and again, just part of the overall athleticism that Paris shows on the floor. And so I'm surprised, really, she doesn't get the ball more and more, and maybe she will as the course of this game goes on.
Gets that one to fall, and it'll extend that lead to a 5-point advantage. Full court press coming. They break it. Now they got numbers going up and under. Missed the shot. It's cleared out by House. House gets it up front to Walters. Walters dishes underneath. The left hand is good. Count the basket for Maya Jones. 7-point lead. And now it's crucial that you can control the backcourt as that three's on the way. Doesn't fall. And the Lady Dragons want to push. Separating. And a blocking foul coming here. They're going to whistle that on Lede.
Yeah, she was trying to entice the charging call, and ended up kind of more pulling the Paris player down with her. So
big smile on her face as she got off the floor. Like, well, that didn't work out quite the way I thought it was going to. The inbound all the way out top. So it's a 7-point lead. Crucial point in this ball game here for the Bengals. They've got to kind of steady the ship, if you will. Knocked away. Could not get there in time.
43-36 our score. 6:06 to go here in the third quarter. LSU units kind of hanging in there. I'm surprised. I thought they would be jacking it up from way outside in the second half, and they have refrained from doing that.
Yeah, they have. They've kind of stayed within the game plan here. And a foul on the Lady Dragons. That'll be on Jones. So Maya picking up her third foul here in the contest. I have to kind of be careful here. Oh, threw it away. That's going to be an easy bucket on the other side, as it will be Ree Summers, the benefactor. And a timeout on the floor here with 5:46 to go here in the third period. It's a 9-point advantage. We'll keep it here and just kind of recalibrate what we're looking at here.
Yeah, again, it's, Paris, for all practical purposes, they should be extending their lead and blowing this thing away, but they just seem still very early season rusty and can't quite figure out what they want to do sometimes with the ball. LSU Eunice, I mean, for a 1-9 team that has suffered some pretty lopsided losses early in this season, they're hanging in there and they're continuing to try and get the ball inside, which really surprises me, trying to get the ball inside against somebody like Nakia House. And they're doing that. Usually a team that's 1-9, they start getting behind. You start trying to catch up with three-point shots. And if you're missing them, then you're going to get further and further behind.
Yeah.
And so
it's one of those things where if you're not careful, you find yourself real quick, instead of a 7, 8, 9-point game, it's 20,
behind.
25, 30.
Yeah.
So they've kind of stayed within themselves, as you were saying.
And I'm sure Brittany Christian would love a 30-point lead right about now.
Yeah,
and she's probably a little flustered that she doesn't have that right now.
You're talking to her team about it in that break, like, hey, let's do what we need to do here, take care of business. Over the timeline, and LSU Eunice kick out for 3, driving inside the arc. Good hands, knocked away. Here come the Lady Dragons up the floor. Knocked away, down low.
Goodness. I'm glad I don't keep turnovers on the stat sheet.
Somebody is working hard on the stat sheet down low. Had an attempt at it, but got it knocked away. I think it was Jones that got a piece of it underneath. Shot up and left it short. Maddie Walters could not get it to fall.
Sure, one of these teams will want to win this game.
You would think. That's blocked. Didn't get it over the top, and now going to take it the other end, coast to coast, off the glass. It's good.
House got the block, and then House made the layup at the other end.
Out to an 11-point lead. Caught her underneath the basket. Very athletic move to even keep that in play, but could not get the basket. Here come the Lady Dragons. Quickly on the other end. That'll increase that lead up to 13. It's 49-36. Approaching the 4-minute mark here of the third.
Yeah, the press for Paris is making LSU Eunice work hard, and you can see the gas tank is emptying quickly.
Yeah, to Coach Brittany Christian's credit, make them work getting the ball over here. You've got that athleticism. We've talked about that. You've got the horses. And let them run. Get them. Oh, got away with it. They got her on the carry. So just when you think it's about to kind of go the other way, there's a little turnover. So with a timeout on the floor, media timeout here, we're going to step away. We'll come back with more on the other side. 49-36 Paris on top of the Bengals here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
At First State Bank, we like to say we're big enough to help, small enough to care. Our communities and the families and businesses within them are what have mattered most to us for decades. Since 1935, our commitment has been to not only support local, but to foster growth for generations to come. We've given back to organizations that help our community thrive, and with 6 convenient locations, we continue to do our part in serving you, our communities, our businesses, our families.
Long before the craving hit you, when nothing else will do but Texas barbecue, we were way ahead of you. Dickey's Barbecue Pit satisfies your craving, delivered where you want it, when you want it. Order online or use our app. Dickey's delivers.
And welcome back. It is 49-36 Paris leading LSU Eunice here in Game 2 of the Budke Serna Classic. It's the Thanksgiving Classic. Happens every year here, and great to have you along here today. Got a couple of nice games on the horizon here, and we'll hope you'll stick around for that. In the meantime, it's a 13-point lead for the Lady Dragons.
A little more, I'm sure, what head coach Brittany Christian wants to see out of her team.
Well, they got numbers here. A little slip and slide action. Puts it off the glass. It's good. That's tough to defend, to get that ball across. And then when you do get the turnover, you got numbers the other way. So great job by the Lady Dragons. That ain't going to help things. That's already ballooned to a 15-point lead. Dangerous pass there is stolen away by the Bengals. 3-point, steps into it. Shot no good. Back down the floor, all the way to the glass. Out of bounds off of the Bengals.
2:49 to go here in this third quarter. And again for LSU Eunice, they've scored 4 points here in the quarter.
Wow, that right there that's going to be tough to overcome. And, you know, this is a very important final 3 minutes here because you got to kind of claw your way back in going into that fourth period because it really starts to mount up on you if you've got to do it all and then have anything left in the tank down the stretch in the fourth. Quick to the basket, draws the foul, count the basket. Now an and one opportunity for Allison Reese. She'll go to the line.
Bryn Harding picks up the foul, her second, but 15-4. Paris has outscored LSU Eunice here in the third.
And we talked a little bit about Paris didn't come out firing on all cylinders in the start of this quarter, but they did eventually get it going. Eunice hasn't been able to ever get things moving their direction. Got her on a foul, offensive foul that time. I believe they whistled that on Hardy.
Yeah, Hardy trying to get Paris defenders off of her and kind of swung the arms there a little bit.
He got her flailing. So it's an 18-point lead. Lady Dragons trying to add to it here. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Entry level down underneath. Won't go. Stolen away. Good quicks there from Hope. As Leday works hard on the other end, but stolen away quickly by Reese and put up and good. 20-point lead. And that has happened in the last 2 minutes. They've just steadily been building off of the turnovers. And here's another one here.
Another steal, another layup.
Doesn't get the result, but the putback is good. And a foul coming here as Allison Reese hit the hardwood. Landed right on her back. She hops up, but boy, that had to smart. She'll go to the free throw line here. Chance for a 3-point play.
They may still be trying to decide, was there even a foul there?
Well, see what they're going to. Little discussion now, going to the free throw line. We'll try to listen in, and foul will be on Destiny Brown.
And there you have it. McDonald.
Early in the season for all of us.
Coach Samuels was saying she wasn't even in the area. That's her third foul.
Right.
Won't go.
And Coach Christian was reminding the referee that she made the basket. That she didn't get 2 free throws, she only get 1.
Yeah, it's not a and 2. It's one. Good take on the other and get the bucket there and pulls it back to within 20. So final minute 20 of the third, and it's Walters up the floor going right side. Gets past traffic. Kick ball there from Gordon.
So yeah, it's one of those things where, again, the athleticism and the shooting of Paris getting to take over here. LSU Eunice, they really haven't tried the outside shots a lot there, getting the ball inside. They just can't make an inside shot right now.
I'm telling you that it has been a chore, to say the least. Missed underneath, got her own rebound, almost got a third opportunity at it. Hardy upset with a no call there. She'll get back down the floor. Rebound. And all the way to the glass, but they don't capitalize, and now it's going to be an over the back on Walters. No, I'm sorry, Allison Reese, I believe, will be whistled.
Well, And again, since it is so early in the season, it's hard to say. But for Makia House, for Paris, I think I'll be interested to see her play in March.
Yeah.
I'm not real sure, but maybe because by March, she ought to be a dominant.
She has the
player.
measurements. You would think,
Yeah.
I mean, and obviously there's some skill set out here. We're getting to see glimpses of it here.
Yeah.
She's going to be fun to watch.
If she maintains growth throughout the season, come Region 14 tournament time, she might be a tough one to handle.
Yeah, we're talking about Maya Jones, sophomore
Newhouse.
out of Seattle. Yeah. Or Nakia, sorry, my bad. Makia Newhouse, the sophomore out of Memphis. And she's, like you said, I mean, she can kind of almost call her number, you would think. She's got the raw talent that we're seeing coming up in a big way here this afternoon.
15 seconds to go here in the quarter.
So trying to wind it down here. Final 10 now. Looks like they're going to put it in Ree Summers' hands. Sophomore from Denison with 3, driving. Draws contact with .9. She'll go to the free throw line for 2. The foul is going to be called on Dayla Simon. It's her 3rd foul this afternoon.
Crispy, juicy, tender chicken.
So at the free throw line, it'll be Ree Summers. It's the first one to go.
Well, that's interesting for Paris. This is 2 quarters in a row that they get to shoot with fractions on the clock.
Using fractions here, that's not my strength. It didn't take anyone in this building long to figure that out, did it? How do we go out of bounds? And
I'm still trying to figure out how nothing went off the clock. But anyway.
.9 left at 18-point ball game, and that will bring it to the end of the 3rd. We're headed to the 4th period. It's coming up after this. Paris and LSU Eunice right here at the Budke Serna Thanksgiving Classic on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Our offense was dominating this year. Fast, powerful, virtually unstoppable. In fact, the only slow member of the team was me. When I was sidelined with ankle pain, it put the whole season at risk. So, just like when my players need the best care, I turned to a proven provider. Now, I'm back in the game.
Get the care you need at physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital or visit tsjh.org to find a specialist today.
Cowboy Headquarters is your one-stop shop destination in Athens. 80,000 square feet of awesome sitting on 25 acres with top brands for all your farm and ranch needs, including Preferred, Tartar, Steel, SMA, Bluebonnet, Equibrand, Trent Ward Saddlery, Professional's Choice. We have a Texas-sized store with a Texas-sized selection. Cowboy Headquarters just south of the Loop on Highway 19 in Athens. Cowboy Headquarters is a destination you don't want to miss. Shop online now at cowboyhq.com.
No one ever said you need to be sick to get better. That's why at Baylor Scott & White, we're innovating how people get well and stay that way. Where prevention might just be the prescription.
Way to work.
Teaching is on the treatment plan. And everyone is always on the same team. Yours. Baylor Scott & White Health, changing healthcare for the better.
And into the 4th period we go here. It is a 18-point advantage. Paris over LSU Eunice. Paris with the basketball, driving in their lane, driving up, shooting, and scoring. Count the basket from Maddie Walters.
10 points in the ball game for Walters now.
Oh, nice. Well, she left a new mark on her, but that was a lot of ball. It was a good, strong move to the basket. It does draw on contact. That's a great effort there by number 50 checking in the ball game.
Lauren Gentle with the block and the foul, her first of the game. She's in the game for the first time today.
And she's never heard this before, but that was nothing gentle about that foul. I mean, Lauren Gentle delivering the hammer out of Humble, Texas. That will fall. It's an 18-point game here. And I'm telling you, that young lady's got some size down in the paint. She's going to be tough to deal with. And telling you, this Paris team has got a lot of, you've talked about that athleticism. We're getting to see some of it, as well as the strength down in the paint today.
Yep.
Gentle knocks that one away. I think last touch, and will remain Bengals basketball.
It's 61-43 now. It was 38-32 at halftime, but a big third quarter for Paris.
Boy, they did come out on fire, didn't they?
Well, at least
almost
they came
like
out.
Dragons.
It was kind of a gradual.
You're right.
We know there needs to be a distance between us, and we're gradually going to get there.
They absolutely put that distance and ended that third much more like what it would look like on paper as you see the effort. But Whistlebugs coming out here in the start of this fourth. Second foul here in the quarter. They'll go out top. Not going to get the inbound, though. Knocked away by the Lady Dragons. Going strong to the hoop. Count the basket. The assist from Carr, the bucket for Jones. Jones with a little left kick up and good, but out of bounds. Showing some of her flexibility there to get a foot on the ball. Inside 9 minutes to go in this one. Want to remind you, coming up here, the 3 o'clock start, which is going to be more like 3:15, 3:30. South Plains versus the defending national champion, Northwest Florida State. So that'll be coming your way here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Lady Dragons with the lead and the ball up the floor. Good defense. They're really making them work. Now Gentle in the paint. Had it knocked away. Here come the Bengals. It's going to be a foul out front. Bengals will have possession. So, Mark, your experience with the tournament last year and now a couple of games in this year. Interesting thing is, more teams, more games this year.
Yeah, I was curious. I was hoping we were going to talk to somebody at some point in time during the broadcast about how this whole thing came together, because had enough games, I thought, last year and enough quality games. But then wasn't enough. They added another one, or two, so a game each day.
Yeah, so we'll
10 total games.
We'll get a chance here in the next round to see last year's defending champion. That'll be interesting to see how South Plains measures up with Northwestern Florida State.
Well, of course, as the ball goes out of bounds, of course, last year it was highly anticipated on day one of the Classic. Trinity Valley played host to Northwest Florida State. That was the final game of the first night, and Trinity Valley ran away with it. It wasn't even close. And then, of course, who does Northwest Florida State beat for the national championship?
They had a score to settle, and they came away with that victory down the stretch, got the title. So, I mean, you talk about quality programs. You mentioned both of them in the same sentence often. Of course, the 5 o'clock game this afternoon is going to be Three Rivers versus Angelina. Coach Coleman, he always puts a tremendous product on the floor. That'll be interesting to see. Of course, Three Rivers.
I have never seen Three Rivers coming down here from Poplar Bluff, Missouri, but they're one of the top teams in the nation, too.
It'll be fun. And then the nightcap tonight, it's TVCC, the host, taking on Hill. So it's a 16-point game here with 7:15 to go. Timeout on the floor. We've got a little break in the action here, and we're going to take a break. Come back with hoops after this, right here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
There's nothing quite like coming together over a fresh cooked meal. Face to face, burger to burger, solving the world's problems over fries. There's also nothing like solving the problems right in front of you, like baseball practice, swim team, and getting your family's meals just like they like it, all with a few taps on your phone. Yeah, good thing there's more than one way to solve the world's problems. Good thing there's Whataburger.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich. You'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich.
It's the Budke Serna Classic here on a Friday afternoon, day after Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us on the Cardinal Sports Network. A 16-point lead for the Lady Dragons of Paris as they are on top of the Bengals. LSU Eunice on the defensive side of things just cannot slow them down right here. Under 7 to go. Paris being very patient, and there's a steal knocked away. That's taken. That was Simon. There's a nice three on the way. Count the basket for Destiny Brown. Brown out of Hattiesburg, Missouri, Mississippi. Shot will go, but the rebound is there. And you mentioned her on 2 or 3 different occasions, and I see why every time she's just getting more and more confident out there.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time of the season for Micaiah Newhouse, again, New's the nickname, but I'm assuming her parents were
they're like
Cowboy fans from
I
years ago.
I think so. Maybe they got Robert Newhouse.
Maybe that's what it was. But no, she's got the ability to get the rebounds and loose balls under the basket, that sort of thing. She'll, as the season progresses, she'll get to where she can finish her shot and those follow-up shots, and she could probably be making 20, 30 points a game pretty regular.
She's very, very, very strong young lady in the paint there. Gonna be whistled here. I think they're gonna get her. Yeah, got her for a foul. 14-point game. I mean, this thing is still within strength. This is the only challenge I think is. Not the only, but one of the challenges is such a light bench. You don't have these guys have been out there on the floor most of the day. So even if you do make a run, what would be left in the tank? It'd be tough.
Yeah, I can't imagine that there'd be a whole lot. And again, for LSU Eunice, as Carbajal is at the free throw line there, they're playing a lot of basketball the next few days. They playing today, of course, got a game tomorrow. Then Sunday, they stay here and play Trinity Valley Sunday afternoon. Monday, they go to Tyler to play the Apache ladies before they head back to Louisiana. So their Thanksgiving break is a road trip of game after game after game.
I just want to say, what did y'all do to everybody? Who did y'all make, man?
Did y'all really want to get out of Eunice that bad?
Oh, my goodness.
That you decided to come play all these teams?
And it's one of those things that's got to make you a little better, even though you're going to take your lumps probably if it stays like this. But, you know, ending a weekend like this at Wagstaff, that's not an early Christmas present, we'll say that. But tough road for them over the next few. Still, again, only a 15-point game. Here's a turnover that'll be taken by Summers with the left hand. Count the basket. Ree puts it in. Timeout taken here. And Coach Samuel says we need to talk about it. So they will. We'll keep it right here and kind of discuss this tournament a little bit more. And actually this afternoon, what it continues to impress you? I know obviously we've talked about House and how she's been a strength, but what else jumps out at you off that stat sheet there? Not necessarily just the stat sheet, but Mark, tell us a little bit about your instinct with these two teams and what they're looking at, you know, for 23-24.
Well, I know, for LSU Eunice, again, they're out of Division I and Region 23 with a lot of those Louisiana schools that they play, and Jamal Samuels out of the New York area, Brooklyn native, as I recall, in his first season there. So he's got a lot of work to do, no doubt about that. For Paris, Brittany Christian's teams are always competitive. They're going to give Region 14 all they can handle. I'm sure we'll see them in the Region 14 tournament in March. where they stack up against everybody else, though. That'll be the interesting thing to see this season.
It will be, and as we come back to action here, we see that Bengals trying to get it across court. They do. Finally knocked out of bounds. I don't know if you picked up on it in the replay there, but I kept going back to that when Allison Reese, she just landed like parallel with the floor and just, man, talk about taking a shot. And the most impressive thing about that was how she popped up and just kept on playing, like never missed a beat. I don't know if tougher than boot leather comes to mind when I think about players like her, but she tough. That was a tough young lady there. So glad to see she's been able to play on and continue to have important moments this ballgame. So 17-point lead here. The Bengals trying to cut into it here with possession 3 on the shot clock, and it's knocked away. Here come the Lady Dragons. It'll be Reese out front. Going to run a little clock here, approaching the 4.5-minute mark. And foul coming here. This one's going to be on Simon. 2 free throws on the way. That'll be her 4th foul here. So Dayla going to have to be careful the rest of the way.
I can see where, though, for LSU Eunice, for Jamal Samuels, he's probably really trying to instill his offense and what he's trying to do. And so instead of getting all whacked out all over the place for the LSU Eunice team, they're still trying to run his offense.
Sure. Yeah, it's all about repetition, and whether it's in practice or whether it's in, especially in a game-like setting, you may not get the result you're looking for in the outcome of this game or even the next game. You got to, you're preparing, and so he's making the most of this opportunity. And so they will continue to work at it here, approaching 4 minutes in this ball game, and there's a charge coming. Good position that time. I believe that's Bren. It might be Hardy. That's number 20, Bren Hardy. I was right on both counts. Bren Hardy. It might be Bren. It might be Hardy. It was Bren Hardy. Yeah. So she draws the charge.
And Allison Reese picks up the foul, and that is her 5th.
So she'll go down and get a little fist bump there with Coach Samuels.
So here's the thing, though. For Jamal Samuels, again, the first-year head coach at LSU Eunice, what he needs to do, if he hadn't done it already, and I bet he has, go over to Baton Rouge, introduce yourself to the other LSU basketball coach, and tell her, look, if you've got a player or two that you've signed that's not ready yet, send them my way.
We'll find a uniform that'll fit. I'm guaranteeing you he would probably like that idea. Yeah, there's a foul. Oh, just checking in, getting her out of the ballgame. So did not foul out there. With under 4 to go now. Lots of opportunities here for different players getting the game. Ziggy with an extra step there, so she'll draw the travel. And the Bengals bring the ball up the floor. Skip pass over on the left side. Pass underneath. Baseline shot. Won't go. So running a little bit of their motion offense here. Little clock management. Ziggy for 3. Ziggy for 3. Count that. Nicely done. And it is a 21-point advantage. Goes up and under. Good take to the basket there by Silva.
Silva's with 10 points in the game.
That puts her in double figures now. So with the pass cross court, Ziggy almost measured up for her second 3 in as many possessions, but just off the mark.
See, I'm sure that these folks don't do this. This is me talking.
Yeah, talk to us.
If I had been recruited for the LSU Eunice men's basketball team, I'd be telling my friends, I'll play for LSU.
LSU.
And show them team picture of me in my purple and gold.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, it would come out that I'm in Eunice.
I think you and me both. I think we'd be good friends here as I hear you tell that story. I mean, like, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
and
I'd be milking it for all it's worth.
You and me both. Here's a drive going right side. Nice job getting around. Good, quick explosiveness. Didn't hit it the first time. We got a rebound and put it back up and through.
Of course, same the other way around. Oh, you play for Paris? Yep. International talent. I'm overseas.
They were like, tell me about this Eiffel Tower here. Oh, we got a cowboy hat.
And I'll say, well, it's really there.
It's there. It's there. Well, I don't get to Paris without going to, oh goodness, what is the burger place there? It's about as long as a scorer's table.
Oh,
Burgerland.
Wow. Oh.
Burgerland, and it's maybe 15 people, and it can fit in a time. And let me tell you, it is worth the trip to Paris.
If you're one of the 15,
you wait in line. You'll sit by people you don't even know. It's a L-shaped. It's fantastic. So with under 2 minutes to go here, they are going to run a little bit more clock here.
And, of course, if you're in Paris, you always love to come to Athens.
We've got Paris. We got Paris, France, Athens, Greece. Texas and Texas. I'm with you now.
That's
right. 23-point game. This one is closing itself out. They're going to empty out all three of the bench here. Shot on the way. Count the three. Nicely done for Marie Laddie. Pulls within 20. You know, this kind of goes back to what we talked about earlier. Not much depth on the bench. Now, on the roster, that's a different story.
Yeah.
They come in today, though, with only 8 players dressed on site. So that took its toll for this Bengals squad. But they'll make some substitutions, and Coach Samuels down there congratulating his young ladies because they played really hard for that first half especially, and just couldn't get it going here in the third.
And again, this is the first of 4 games in 4 days that they will play.
They are probably got some more people meeting them here tomorrow. It could be a deal that there are more that were supposed to be here. Got here running late, so it's been a tough go for them this afternoon. Trailing in the final minute of this ballgame, 76-56. Paris in the driver's seat. Long three on the way, won't go.
LSU Eunice, they will draw Panola in a 1 o'clock game tomorrow. Again, Panola got to feel good about how things turned out for them today.
Yeah, Panola did not get off to the greatest of starts, but clawed their way back and got the victory over Cedar Valley out of
Dallas area.
Dallas, yeah, Lancaster area, and get the
Dallas College system.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they get the win and are better for it, I think. They found a way to get it done. So now, final 43.9 to go here in this game 2 of 5 today and another 5 tomorrow.
Yeah. Now, for Paris, what do they get for their trouble today?
Tell me, Burgerland.
They get Northwest Florida State tomorrow.
Good boy, oh boy, that's a tough draw there. So 22-point lead as they are in cruise control. Knocked away, they'll steal it. Coach saying no, 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 and calling off the dogs, as it were. Coach Christian saying, let's run this clock here.
One thing about it, and I've seen it over the years, the Region 14 coaches, they are really good about that. There comes a point in time where, all right, we've shot all we're going to shoot. Let's just run out the clock.
And that's how it ends here. 78-56 as Ziggy Dozier dribbles it out for the Paris Lady Dragons. Final score as they defeat the LSU Eunice Bengals, 78-56. Thoughts and final thoughts on this one as we wrap it up.
Again, for LSU Eunice, first of 4 tough games, so they've got a lot of work to do, but hopefully it'll be a team-building weekend for them. And for Paris, again, I see really great potential out of the players that they have on the floor, you're going to really get tested tomorrow. Find out.
It's a metal testing kind of ball game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll look forward to having that one for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network as well. We'll step away and get ready for our next contest as both squads getting close to making their way on the floor. It'll be South Plains versus Northwest Florida State, the defending national champion. That's coming up next right here on the Cardinal Sports Network.